Hey, so I have 5 books that I would recommend to people. And I just wanted to make this video to talk a little bit about those 5 books. I've reviewed them before on my channel. I don't think I've reviewed all of them. In fact, one of them I know for a fact I have not reviewed on my channel. So without further ado, let's get into it. The first book is The Closing of the American Mind by Allan Bloom. That is a masterpiece of philosophy, and it is a brilliant takedown of postmodernism and its effects on both academia and culture. So that's an important book to read. The next book would be The Mind and the Brain by Jeffrey M. Schwartz. I reviewed this book last year or so. It was a really good book. The basic gist of it is that you have a very large amount of control over your brain, and it is actually in the functioning of this control that you can express that Jeffrey Schwartz asserts that the mind is actually separate from the brain and is most likely immaterial. So the third book would be Prometheus Rising by Robert Anton Wilson. This is a book which describes a theory concerning mental circuitry and how you can reprogram your mental circuitry. And there are 8 levels, and it's very well presented, and it's not a long book either, but it is a very powerful book that will change the way you think, and provides tools to help you change the way you think. The next book would be The Open Society and Its Enemies by Karl Popper. Now, that book I did not physically read. I listened to an audiobook of. It came in 2 volumes. However, you can find both volumes in one book online, so keep that in mind. This book it's another masterpiece of philosophy. However, it is a takedown of authoritarianism, and it's in support of liberalism. It actually goes through a very interesting thought process. In the first half of the book, it's Marx and Plato, and here's how Marx and Plato confirm each other, and here's how they seem to be right. And in the second half, he brings in Hegel, and he then brings in some other philosophers and some scientists, and he shreds everything. He's like, this is how this is the breakdown of what I just built up, and it's actually very cool. And the last book that I want to recommend is The Scientist as Rebel by Freeman Dyson. That book, it's not very useful per se, but it provides some perspective, because most of the dramatic change in science comes from, and most of the dramatic change and most of the innovations in science come from amateurs and people who cross over their fields, people who get involved in fields that are not their primary field of study. And this is important to understand, because good science can come from anywhere. Important information can come from anywhere, and that needs to be kept in mind. So that's about all I wanted to say. Thank you for watching. Have a good time reading. Peace out.